Now, half-bloods, when we enter this chamber, it'll be designed similar to an amphitheater. Just more formal. This will be our first class together, but letting half-bloods into the class has some rather strenuous rules. They will require you to stand in a specific area while class is in session. They allow this for servants because they assume all half-bloods have no capability to cast or understand the intricate workings of glyphcraft. You, my half-blood, are an obvious refute to that egregious claim. Just don't let them know that too soon, if you value what freedom I'm able to secretly give you. As the lecture progresses, pay attention as if you were a student. Learn with me. Just don't get caught taking notes. They won't like that, not one bit. The Academy is very, strict with what magic information gets out to the general public. I personally believe magic should be a resource anyone can use. But once the populations get their hands on it, you eventually have people like Cersei who excel in it. And that's not good for anyone. Now, once class is over, we will return to the dormitory and practice with my notes. Smoke. Ensure that no one suspects or pays any heed to them observing the class. Your job is to watch them when I can't. Like during this class, for instance.
Sure. Beats fighting for my life in an arena. I'll do it. I don't know what kind of plot you have brewing, young master. But if it blows up in these nobles' faces one day... color me curious.
Attaboy. Now, let's not keep them waiting any longer. We must feed the proverbial brush beast and all. Chins up, eyes forward, looks of either malice to incite fear or joy to bring out their jealousy. Either works for me. Let's go.
Welcome, first years. You will refer to me as Magister Nero, and I will be your class's core glyphcraft instructor. In this class, you will learn everything there is to know about glyphcraft history and how to use the magic itself properly. You will learn the shapes and symbols that conjure power into being and how to draw them to manipulate its power for yourself. You will also gain a full understanding of where glyphcraft magic descended from, and how it became what it is today in our current society. I also have the pleasure of being this class's primary preceptor. So all of your grades and assessments come to and through me. This means you are my class, and I will not coddle or convince you of what you are not. Your duty throughout this semester is to impress me. With that being said, I am more unorthodox in my teaching methods for the first years. So, as our introduction class, we will be having a practical exam. To gauge how I will tailor this class, I want to analyze each of you where you stand now in terms of power and prowess. So this exam will be a one-on-one test of power and ingenuity. I will call upon your names and the two of you will stand on this platform. The challenge is simple. Be the first to knock your opponent off the platform and you get extra points for this semester. Fail, and you get nothing. But the shame of losing on your first day. I'll allow you a few minutes to prepare whatever meager glyphs you have at your disposal in your grimoires. But see that as a mercy from me. In real combat, you won't always have time to prepare beforehand. Now, begin. The exam will commence shortly.
Well, this is, not what I expected. However, I have heard of this Magister before, through the grapevine, of course. They say his class's numbers are usually cut in half by graduation, but the ones who do stay in become some of the most elite mages when it comes to learned power and materials. And always up for Magister consideration. This is perfect. If I want to gain far more power than that hag that controls my grandfather, I need the power that this preceptor can give me. I just have to withstand whatever eccentric plans he has for the semester.
Hello? Excuse me, are you Killian Fane?
Huh? Oh. Hello? Yes, I am. And you are?
My name's Koda. Koda Kana. I recognize you from your hair.
Is that so? Do I know you?
Oh, well, I come from a family in the merchant trade from Pentioch. Your sister commissions our guild for her jewelry and gemstones. When I deliver some of the goods, I've seen you in the palace a few times. It's hard not to recognize you when you're the only Fane who doesn't have jet black hair.
Oh, a stone merchant who's now attending the Mage Academy. What brought that about?
Well, it turns out that I have 3 natural affinities. Stone and metal, which led me to getting a crystal branch as well. My family scrounged up enough money to get my affinities tested, and when the preceptors saw my branch, they offered me a free scholarship. As long as I can keep my grades up, I'll be able to attend classes here and hone my crystal affinity, so I can use that for my family's business. If I'm able to create unique gems out of magic, that could mean less costs in the trading and mining. But, I can't really use it yet. I'm new to the whole glyphcraft stuff. I was wondering if you would want to be my friend, and could show me the ropes sometimes. Only if you want to, of course.
Most people here look down on me because I'm a Fane in these Deandra-laced halls. But you seem not to care that much. I guess being outside of the noble ring makes you more impartial to the charades these pricks play. That's kind of refreshing. Take some stones to address a direct noble line like that. I can see where your rock affinities come from. Sure, why not? Pleasure to meet you, Koda. You can just call me Killy. In fact, you probably know these people a lot better than I do, seeing as how they're all dripping in gold-laced stones. You seem like the observant type, and enough to know me and ask me for my help with glyphcraft, even though I never told you I was well practiced.
Very shrewd of you, Killy. Yes, a good merchant knows his clients to get the most out of a deal. A helpful skill. I can tell you about most of the people who walk these halls, seeing as how most of them were prior customers. And I gathered more information while being here, so if you ever need my talents, I'll trade them for tutoring.
A businessman through and through. I like you already.
Alright, class. Time for our matchups. The first student to be called upon is Yuri Bernhardt.
Holy shit. Is that guy a mage or a mountain? Koda, what's the scoop on this not-so-gentle giant over there?
Oh, that's Yuri Bernhardt. He's said to be a disgraced Highlander who was outcasted from his family because he engaged in glyphcraft. So he came here to the academy. When they saw his affinities, they let him in too. Word has it, he's super powerful in strength and in glyphcraft. It's not all just for show. Not someone you want on your bad side.
Ha! I feel sorry for the poor bitch who's gonna have to go against that guy.
And his opponent will be Young Master Killian Fane.
Oh, fuck. Somehow I feel like I'm being hazed.
Both of you, please step onto the platform if you please.
What are the parameters of this duel, Magister?
Use whatever glyphs you want and be the winner, of course. You can conjure weapons and any type of energy spell you please, just as long as it's not sharp. I'm fine with bruises, but cuts get messy. You begin on my call. Both of you shake hands. I want good sportsmanship fostered in this class.
Pleasure to meet you. May the best mage win. Oh, God. Fuck.
Be glad I can't kill you here and now, Fane.
Gah, the fuck did I ever do to you?
Take your places. On the mark. Set. Begin.
Hell, I guess in the savage north they didn't teach you manners. Allow me to educate you. Revos linea!
Capasit!
Oh. Well, shit. That didn't work.
Infernia prosit!
Gah, you bastard, you burned part of my new robe. Oh, maybe you should just chill out a bit. Glacy Vipete! Try casting fire while covered in ice, heathen.
Verka!
Is that lava? He has a magma branch. You bastard! Get off me!
The world would be a better place if your ilk were never born. I know what you truly are. Bloodline of pain. And I will be your end.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I don't fancy losing to the likes of you. Now, I hope this hurts like hell. Fulgur Magna! Now, get off of my stage.
The winner is Killian Fane. Congratulations.
Wow, that was like watching two gods fight! And you beat Yuri? You're really strong already!
Yeah, but something tells me I just made a pretty bad enemy today, too.
Well, if it's any consolation, you made a pretty devoted friend today, too. After watching that, I don't know who could come after the both of you.
Next up is Kodakana versus Leanne Deandra.
Shit.
On the mark. Set. Begin.
Good. Now that we're back at the dorm, I just want to say that I had all of that under control and I didn't almost get my ass handed to me.
I was almost rooting for the big guy, too. Huh. He kinda looked familiar.
Aside from that, I think our school life here might have just gotten a bit more interesting. He also said some really weird stuff up there. Bloodline of pain? I get my family is kind of the worst, but even that made no sense coming from a mage. First time I ever heard that one. Anyway, we should just practice some before bed. If we have people like that around, we need to stay strong and ready. Who knows what this semester will bring.